Hello guys, this is Ty, aka the Flip Man, and today's video, five, the best 5 ways to locate smoking real estate deals. I would highly recommend using all five at once. I personally don't, but I'm going to tell you to do the right thing. What I actually practice it myself, and just more or less come from my personality as far as networking and procrastination as being the lack of wanting to network. Let me just say that the lack of wanting to network, just reaching out to someone and say, "Hey, give me your business," or the procrastination or lack of organization, which are my personal defaults as a business person. So I understand that. So I approach things a little differently to try to succeed at what I need to do. That's why I know you can do it if a clown like myself can do it. But we'll start with we're going to do this. We're going to go backwards. We're going to do a countdown. Number 5. Now, this is just my own personal opinion. I don't know everything. I know how to get a check. So, a lot of other information out there, a lot of people you can tap into. But personally, this is how I rank them. Number 5, realtors. Now, I'm not a fan of realtors when you're dealing, period, in real estate, but definitely when you're talking about residential properties or houses. But you can use them to locate actual deals or help you locate deals. Now, a commercial property is almost a necessity, but the difference is that with residential realtors, a lot of them, not all, so any realtors watching it, not all, a lot of them are not investor minded. The only thing they're concerned about is that commission and make sure they're doing it within the guidelines of whatever state they work in. That's the only thing they're concerned about. And they understand, a lot of them not all, a lot don't understand marketing. They don't understand getting paid in volume. When volume deals when dealing with an investor. So those are hurdles that you have to deal with. Versus when you're dealing with a commercial broker, they're automatically investor minded because that's all they deal with is investors. So they have to be. And they're used to creative ways to put deals together. And obviously their interests lie in getting paid also. But versus a residential realtor, one of the common questions can I call a realtor? But what you have to understand is that realtors are paid on commission, so you have to give them an incentive to want to work with you. And a lot of times that's still not enough, because in most cases they don't even know what you're looking for, even after you explain to them what you're looking for. The worst thing you can do when you learn creative ways to do real estate, whether it's wholesaling, whether it's lease options, subject twos, retailing, which is just straight buy, fix, and flip, you don't assume that a realtor knows what you're talking about or the business, because they're not trained to do that. This is something that they have to want to educate themselves on in other ways besides the actual training they get as a realtor. But you can use them as a source to help you find deals. But again, you have to understand that you have to incentivize or give them a reason why, which is money, that they want to work with you. You're just not going to call them, and they'll send you a list, but there's nothing special about the list that they're going to send you, because the only thing a realtor is going to do is pull it from MLS. Any realtor can do that. See, that's the thing. They don't know how to go beyond what we're talking about. So you somewhat have to educate them. But the first thing is that they got to be willing to work with you and want to understand that they may not make as much money as they normally would on a particular deal when they deal with a retail buyer. But what they have to understand with dealing with an investor is that you will send them business every month. So they'll take less as far as per transaction, but the multiple transactions that they can do with an investor that's out there getting it, it's going to outweigh any other source that they have. That's the hurdle or the challenge that you have when dealing with them. All right. The fourth way, number 4 on the list would be bird dogs. And simply to define a bird dog is really not much different than a wholesaler itself. I'm not even sure why someone would want even bird dog, because they're doing everything that you would normally do to find deals. The only thing that they're not doing, they're not taking the additional step to place the property on the contract, which will maximize the amount of money that they can make off the deal. Instead of a $500 referral fee or a $1,000 referral fee that they may make from someone like yourself, I'm not sure why they won't take that extra step. But forget about that. You can use bird dogs to find deals and senior deals. And the great thing about it, you only pay them once you get paid. So in your market, you may have 30 or 40 bird dogs out there searching for deals for you. And you just simply advertise that you're looking for bird dogs. As I said, I'm not sure where's a lack of education, fear, or whatever, why someone would want a bird dog versus wholesaling, because it's only one step additional, because they're doing the exact same thing with you. If they have the wherewithal or the resources or whatever to find deals, they're a wholesaler. They're just not taking the extra step of placing the property on the contract and placing a buyer with it. So bird dogs is number 4. Now, number 3, well, 2 and 3 can really be interchangeable in a sense, but I'm going to go with number 3 as being the internet / social media. All go together for the most part. And now when I say the internet, obviously that means in most cases, well, no, mostly, you'll need a website. You need a website regardless, but as a form of marketing, you need a website to channel your leads to. So with the internet, obviously you can pay for traffic, and what I mean by that, it costs per click through such sites as Google, which everybody's familiar with, or Bing, which is in combination with Yahoo / Microsoft Bing. You can actually pay for your advertisement whenever you're viewing, whenever you do a search on a particular term. In most cases, the first 3 or 4 listings at the top of the page are going to be paid advertisements. And then the list on the right side of the page, whether you're using Bing or Google, are going to be paid advertisement, and at the bottom in a lot of cases. And everything in front of, in between that, in the middle of that would be called organic traffic, which is based off of whatever you're searching for and how relative the content is in relation to what you're searching for. But you can also pay for those ads also in your market. You know, they have it, if you're not familiar with it, it can be broken down to the point where you're only paying for your the zip code that you want to target. They have it that specific. So that's one way that you can use the internet. Obviously, you can post ads on Craigslist, Backpage, free places like that to market your website. But that is a great lead generation, and you put your website on all forms of marketing. You know, and it's just a snowball effect. It can be immediate if you pay for it, but if you're just going to do it all organic or SEO, which is search engine optimization, which you can pay someone to do it or learn how to do it yourself, then you're looking at months to really get the traction that you need. And of course, you could do social media with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you know, all the common known ones. And some of you all are very good at that already and don't know that you're good at that, at getting the word out about anything. If you can form or get people to talk about something that is non-related through social media, you're already there. You already have that skill. That's something I'm a work in progress on, but I know how effective it can be. So that's number 3, the internet / your own website. Number 2 would be direct mail. And direct mail will come in the form of postcards and or yellow letters. I'm going to highly and strongly choose or recommend that you do yellow letters versus postcards because of the open rate, the increased open rate of using yellow letters. It's simply that you'll target absentee owners, which absentee simply means they own the property, but they don't live in it. I.e., meaning an example would be a rental property that they own, or they live in another city and they own the property. It could be any number of reasons why it will be termed absentee. And the reason that you target absentee owners, number one, you can purchase a list from different information brokers such as ListSource or Melissa Data. You can purchase lists there, but the reason that you target absentee owners, in my opinion, is that you're only playing numbers with all this stuff. So the chances of that property being a problem property for absentee owner goes up exponentially if it's not the property that they actually live in, for any number of reasons. So you, as a marketer / wholesaler, you would target absentee owners through yellow letters or postcards. The reason that yellow letters are more effective than postcards, number one, you don't have to send as many to get a better result than you would with postcards. Number two is that the reason that people will open that message or read that message is because the way if a yellow letter campaign is done properly, it increases the actual open rate of the message the letter that you're sending them. That's the only thing you can do as a direct marketer, is get someone to read your message. That's the only thing you can ask for, outside of obviously them picking up the phone and calling you or going to your website. But so yellow letters are going to be more effective. Now, the number one, and obviously you already knew this if you watched any degree of my videos, number one is going to be bandit signs. Nothing is more effective. Nothing is more cost effective than bandit signs. The main reason is that even when I started back in 2003, bandit signs worked really well then, obviously, but obviously cell phones existed then, but not like now. Everybody has a cell phone. A lot of people have 2, even 3 cell phones. So when they see your message in an intersection on the street corner, it's an impulse response that, hey, we buy houses or cash for houses. The message has to be simple. And don't try to get cute. You don't have that much space on the sign to read, and it has to be visible from a distance. I know you want to be creative, different, but it's not many words that you can use to convey that message. You only want to use 3 or 4 words plus a phone number. That's only space. So we buy houses. I pay cash for houses, cash for houses. You're very limited there. So, but the message, you're basically targeting individuals in traffic. You could easily be in an intersection where 30, 40, 50, even 100,000 cars pass through a particular intersection, and that they're having an opportunity to read your message from $1 or $1.50 sign. You can't pay for that type of eyeball just in one intersection. So imagine depending on what city you're in, you may be in 40 intersections like that. That's why your phone will ring the number of times that you need to be successful in this business. It's just a matter of time that a deal is just going to literally fall in your lap. You having 3, 4, sometimes even 10 people calling you per day, a deal is going to fall in your lap whether you want it to or not. It's just that simple. For the cost of what a bandit sign campaign versus the end result, as far as the return on that, is just astronomical, and you just can't put a price on it. Trust me when I tell you, I know a lot of people don't want to do it. Yeah, they're legal. You don't have to ask the question. They're legal in any city, any county, any state. The question is it important to them? Is it important in that particular, in most cases, depending on what part of your market will determine where you can place bandit sign. And the simple rule of thumb is, if you see bandit signs in one part of your city or your market and you don't see them in other, you have to put them in the area of town where you see bandit signs. It doesn't have to be real estate related. You just want to see bandit signs that are being posted. Deals will come your way. This is not a difficult business. It's a very simple business. But enough about bandit signs. Obviously, I'm the preacher for them, so I'm gonna get off my soapbox about it. But I just want to stress how effective that they are, not only for real estate, but for a lot of other business types. It doesn't fit everything, but a lot of businesses it does, any type of service business. So again, those are the 5 different ways. Number 5 was realtors. Number 4 was bird dogs. Number 3 was the internet / a website along with social media. Number 2 was direct mail, and number 1 was bandit signs. This is the Flip Man. You know you can go to theflipman.com, junkers101.com. The 100+ videos I have on YouTube at my channel too. Teach Me Flipping is not enough. You can always get the coaching and mentoring. That's still available to you. Just go to the site. You can sign up. We always have different deals going on. But that's it. Take advantage of those 5 tips, those 5 different ways to find deals. Thanks and have a great day.